What is going on, guys? DBG here, and since today is Saturday, I'm going to be going over 5 Emerald and Sapphire cards that you guys can still use to compete in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. So these cards obviously can be used to compete in MyTEAM Unlimited as well as in the tournament. The big reason why I'm releasing this video on a Saturday is because if you guys want to finish in the top 1 or 2 in the world in that tournament, if you guys want to qualify, realistically you got to keep your team overall down. And even though you might think, oh, there's the glitch where, for example, if you went and replaced these 3 guys off the bench with, say, the 3 lowest rated players in the game and gave all the minutes to the 3 lowest rated players, then your overall team rating goes down. But that actually doesn't give you more points in the tournament. It's actually just due to the average player overall, as far as I know. So I don't think team overall is that much of a difference. In this video, I'm going to be going over 5 Emerald and 5 Sapphire cards you guys can use. But I'm actually going to start off with 3 kind of, well, not really honorable mentions, just 3 gold cards that you can use. In my opinion, there is no silvers that are usable. There is no silvers usable in this tournament. And these are 3 gold cards I think are usable. First of all, we're going to go to small forwards and Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross is the best gold card in the game by far. And the last time I tried to qualify in a tournament, I used Terrence Ross and he was a starter and he played really well for me. Decent shot made, good shot 3, as well as a great driving dunk. He's also really fast and for some reason plays good enough defense, so he's not a bad card at all. Then we have got 2 centers. So these 2 gold centers can definitely hold their own. First, Sean Bradley, for the sole reason that he's 7'6", and you're going to see a lot of people using, especially this week, you're going to see a lot of people using Kareem, this Kareem, or maybe even the Diamond Kareem, which I don't have. So you're going to see a lot of Kareems, and Sean Bradley at 7'6" to do a little bit of a job on him. And then, if you're looking for a stretch 5, this guy is still one of my favorite centers in the game. It's Miles Turner. I don't know why I like this card so much. I just really like him. He feels fast, even though he's not fast. He's got a good shot mid, decent shot 3. He's also got decent enough block, okay rebounding stats. Even though he isn't fast, he feels relatively fast, but this card is a beast. Standing dunk's only like 60 as well, and he gets a ton of them. Miles Turner just plays way above his stats in this game. So anyway, now we're on to the list. So we're going to start off with the top 5 Emerald cards you guys can use. And I'm going to make sure that we have at least 1 post player in each of the lists. But I'm going to actually, unlike other videos, I'm going to do an actual countdown list of the top 5. So with number 5, just to get a post player in, this was a really close one. Because when it comes to power forwards, Clark Kellogg is decent. But I just don't know. I just don't think he's that great. You've got Dirk Nowitzki, who's alright. Channing Frye is a decent enough player. But just for purely shooting reasons, because of how important shooting is, I'm going to put Ryan Anderson in. Ryan Anderson has got a great jump shot, really nice release, 91 open shot 3, 91 open shot mid. Overall, his stats are terrible, but just as a pure shooter, Ryan Anderson can definitely hold his own. And number 4, we're going to go with a 2 guard. And it's a guy who was in the game day 1, and it's Jason Richardson. Jason Richardson's a beast. I don't know, he's only actually played 1 game for me on PC, but I've used him so much on PS4, and he's one of my best shooters. But he's got an open shot 3 of 82, open shot mid of 79. He also works great in the dynamic duo with Gerald Wallace. He's got a driving dunk of 84 with a tendency of 100, although he doesn't dunk that much. He's got not great defense stats, but not terrible. He's got decent speed with ball, and acceleration. But the only problem is that 73 lateral quickness means he's not going to defend as well as you'd expect, but not a bad card. Well, actually, a really good card. Not a bad card compared to like Diamonds and Pink Diamonds, but really good compared to other Emeralds. And number 3 is a small forward, again. And this is a guy that I really like. A lot of you guys probably don't, but I just really like him. Chandler Parsons, a big reason why I use him is because he can be played as a stretch 4 because he's 6'10". He's got a good shot mid, good shot 3. His release is cash as well. He's got decent enough driving dunk, okay ball control, good passing stats. He's also quite fast for someone at 6'10". Decent lateral quickness. Even though he does have low rebounding and low post defensive stats, he actually is a really good rebounder in game. So that's why he's number 3. And number 2, I am going to put in, it's a 2 guard. And I'm going to put in Tracy McGrady. So T-Mac is a beast, like 6'8". I haven't actually used him on PC, but he's like a starter for me on PS4. Good post fadeaway, good driving layup, good shot mid, decent shot 3. He's also got a great driving dunk of 91. Ball control, I know I have a shooter gives him 86, but if you use Mike D'Antoni or Dwayne Casey as a coach, His ball control goes to 86 anyway. Great block of 81. His block of 81 and his length makes up for all of his shortcomings on defense, because that's why he's a terrible defender. He's got great speed, ball, and acceleration. He's got not great lateral quickness, not good defensive stats. But again, the high block rating and his size make up for all that. And at number 1, we are going to go with another 2 guard. And this guy is his Ruby's way better. But Mo Peterson, you still cannot go wrong with this card. Like, I know there's a bit of a problem with him, that he's got, how do you change it, that he's got like cold zones everywhere. But if it wasn't for the cold zones, I'm not even gonna lie, this card would be a top 7 or 8 2 guard in this game still. So Mo Peterson, 6'9", comes with 1 gold and 1 silver badge, corner specialist, which is good. He's actually started 8 games and played 14 for me on PC, averaging 6.7 points per game. He's got an 80 driving layup, 84 open shot mid, 88 open shot 3. He's also got 75 driving dunk, as well as obviously he's long, so that dunk will feel a little bit better. He's got a decent enough steal rating. He's got good enough shot contest, decent speed, ball, and acceleration. Lateral quickness of 83 is really good as well. He's got on-ball defensive IQ of 83, which is okay, I guess, especially with him being 6'9". And he's a lockdown defender. He can shoot. He can play realistically. He can play 1 through 4. And while he's best at 2 out of 3, he can get away with playing the 1 out of 4 just because of his size and speed. A really, really nice card in this game. And now we are on to the Sapphires. At number 5, I am going to go with a small forward. And I really like this guy. Some people hate this guy. I'm not going to go Paul George, even though some people say Paul George is one of the best Sapphires in the game. I just don't know why. I can't live with the mid-range shot though. That's just the only problem. I really like Luka Doncic. He's definitely an honorable mention. So is Kevin Durant. I really like both of these cards, but I'm going with Caron Butler at number 5. So Caron Butler has got 89 offense, 81 defense overall, 3 gold badges. He's got 86 driving and layup, open shot mid of 90, open shot 3 of 86, as well as a really good release. Driving of 90 as well, of 80 as well, but a tendency of 80 is good enough. He's also got 80 ball control, so a bronze shoe and a good coach, and he can speed boost, but at the wing, he's not really needed to do that. He's got a good enough shot contest, decent steal, decent speed, ball, and acceleration, good enough lateral quickness, decent on-ball defensive IQ, and yeah, like he can do everything. Like he can play defense, he can shoot, he can go to the basket, and he does pretty much everything well in game. A great Sapphire card to use in your team. At number 4, we are going to go with a center, and this is one of the token players. So this isn't any budget list, so I am going to be using some token rewards, obviously as I've used Mo Peterson. But I'm going to put in, just for the fact he's 7'7", it's Manute Bol. So I'm not even sure if I've used Manute Bol on the PC. Actually, I have. I've used him in 2 games. But basically, the thing with Manute Bol is that he is money when he's left open. I know he only has a 72 shot 3, but if you leave Manute Bol wide open, he greens half the time. Like his release, when he's wide open, I don't know why this year, it's so good. He's got a good enough post hook, good enough standing layup, but again, like the big thing with him is he's 7'7". Like he's not fast, he's got decent standing dunk, he's not fast, but he has a good block and good shot contest rating, good rebounding ratings, as well as 60 strength, which is not awful for Manute Bol. The thing with Manute Bol is that like he's just glitchy. He's so tall and so long that he just has glitchy animations and can just be unguardable at times, which is why he's on this list. And number 3, we're going to go with a 2 guard. You guys might be shocked at why he's number 3, because I like this card so much. It's Larry Hughes. So Larry Hughes is incredible in this game. 89 offense, 94 defensive overall. He is 6'5", so he's quite tall. And like, if you're not playing him at the point guard, you're not using him right. Like, he's okay at the 2, but he is a point guard in this game. Like, he's so good through round point. He's a 90 driving layup. He's got an okay standing layup. Open shot mid of 85. Open shot 3 of 88. And when he's open, his release is really, really nice. However, it is a little bit on the long side. Driving 65 is not terrible. Good enough free throw. He can dunk when he's open. Like, he had 90 ball control, which is really, really good. As well as if you double behind the back crossover, it goes into like a glitch. Like, basically glitches. I don't know why. It glitches and the ball kind of stops. And that glitch dribble move is actually really easy to go by people playing on ball because they don't know what's happening. But he's also got a 92 steal, which is really good. Really good speed, ball, and acceleration, all of 90. 92 lateral quickness, and great defensive stats. So he's locked down. He can shoot. He can go to the basket a little bit. He's got great and glitchy dribble moves. Like, this card is so, so good, and they must pick up for everyone in this game. And you guys might be thinking, like, how are there 2 Sapphire cards better than this guy? But trust me on this, there are. So, number 2 is a guy that, again, you guys probably expect to be number 1. I'm not going to go over him too much. And it is going to be Rayful Friends. Like, a guy that I still believe is one of the best top 3 or 4 centers in the game. Like, he's averaging 10 points per game for me on PC, shooting nearly 50% from 3, well over 50% from the field. Like, everyone's saying, oh, he's just, I'm just overhyping him. Like, no, I'm not. Like look at the stats that matter in 2K for a center. Great post looking fadeaway, great shot mid, great shot 3. So, and like, with the way the game is, with the way, the things that are important in the game, pick and pop jump shooting is more important than being able to, like, hit, like, post spins and run the floor and stuff. He's also got an unbelievable block of 93, even though it only feels like it's about a 75. Decent rebounding stats, he rebounds well. He's also not that slow for a center. He's also got really good low post defensive stats. So, like, he's unbelievable. Like, there's no point. And unless you've got the MT to buy a Blake Griffin to play at center, there's no point wasting your MT on Kareem. I don't think he's that much better than LaFrance, or he's not as effective as LaFrance for me anyway. Blake Griffin at center, Gugliotta at center, Jermaine O'Neal's better. And apart from that, there is no center in this game that I'd say is way better than LaFrance. Like, Nikola Jokic is not that much better than Rafe LaFrance. He's not. Obviously, the badges are different, are a bit of a difference. Not much of a difference in post fadeaway. Not much of a difference in, well, the same 3-point shot. Not much of a difference in mid-range shot. Obviously, passing stats, Jokic is better, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. A much, much better block for LaFrance. Very similar rebounding stats. Obviously, one's way better offense, the other's way better defense. Speed, a little bit better. Obviously, he's better speed with ball, but again, it's not the most important thing for a center. But LaFrance is way better lateral quickness and probably better defensive stats. So, like, where LaFrance, even stats-wise, is barely worse than Jokic. And his jump shot is way better. So I don't understand why people keep writing off this card just because he's a low-rated card. But anyway, number one is just, Looker Shot knows all about this card anyway. This is my go-to guy when I'm in this tournament. And it's Jared Jeffries. Jeffries is currently averaging 9.1 points per game for me. And he is shooting a high enough percentage. And just look at the 3-point percentage. He's shooting like 80-something% from 3. Like, Jeffries is incredible. 6'11". He can play 2 through 5. He's got a good enough driving layup, good enough standing layup. He's got an open shot mid 80, open shot 3 of 75, but he's got one of the best releases in the game, so if he's wide open, he's hitting it. He's also got a driving of 71, even though that's a lie. Ask anyone who uses this card, that is a lie. Probably because of his tendency of 100, but he just jams it on everybody. He's got not great ball control, it's his one downside, but he's got decent block, decent steal, decent shot contest. He's fast, really fast for power forward, like 80, 79, 80 with those speed ratings. He can play anywhere. And he's got 82 lateral quickness, as well as great on-ball defensive IQ and decent low-post defensive IQ. For anyone who's saying I can't play him at center, I literally do play him at center. That's where he plays for me. But he's just, oh man, this Jared Jeffries, you know he's good when he pushes Larry Hughes and Rafe LaFrance out of number 1 spot for Sapphires. But if you guys want a Sapphire on your team to keep your ratings low, you've got to use Jared Jeffries. So anyway, that's the video. Obviously, with this tournament coming up, a lot of people are going to want to use lower rated players. And in my opinion, these are the best 5 Emerald, Sapphires, and the best 3 golds that you guys can use and still compete in this tournament. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.